Game 2 on the schedule, Tampa Bay Lightning at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Puck drops 7 o'clock Eastern time. Tampa Bay still has plenty to play for, with the Boston Bruins breathing down their neck for the third spot in the Atlantic Division. And, of course, that is the difference between a first-round matchup with the Toronto Maple Leafs and then having, of course, you don't want to play Florida and you don't want to play Carolina, and that's essentially what's going to happen. Whoever we know the Capitals are probably going to play one or two. I don't know if they're going to catch Pittsburgh. So that's kind of where the playoff scenario is right now. But, if you're the Tampa Bay Lightning, I don't know if you really care who you play. I mean, this is a team that's won back-to-back Stanley Cups. I don't see an emphasis or the words coming out of their locker room of, hey, we got to finish in third because we want to avoid either Florida or Carolina. I don't think they care who they play. I think they know that once the postseason starts, that they can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Let's take a look at tonight's line. The Lightning, minus 290. Way too big for me. 6.5 over, minus 15. We see some love with the Jackets. The Lightning opened up at minus $3. Again, the only way you'd probably play that, and the way I hope people are playing that, is to put it in a parlay. That's the only way. We don't need $3 straight bets. Over money has pushed this from 6.5 under minus 15 to 6.5 over minus 15. So we are seeing some over money. So Columbus and the overs, what the public likes early on. Goaltending matchup, Brian Elliott and Merzlikins are listed as the starters in this one. And I think this is going to be a little bit of a struggle for Tampa Bay. We've seen this in past years, even the years that they've won the Stanley Cup, and they are peaking. Believe me, I know they're peaking at this point. But we've seen it against the lesser teams in the league at the last 2 or 3 games of the season. Remember a couple of years back against New Jersey, they got smoked by the Devils, who had no business even being on the same sheet of ice with them. And I think you're going to see that here as well, especially coming off a convincing win against the Jackets. I think the Lightning are more than confident that they'll be the three seed in the Atlantic, and which is why I think you're going to see Brian Elliott get the start tonight. I expect a small dip into their game. They declared their dominance over Columbus for the 6th straight time 2 nights ago. You have Steven Stamkos hitting the 100-point mark for the first time in his 14-year career. We also see Nikita Kucherov, who's had a tremendous year once again. Tuesday, he was fantastic against Columbus. So I think the big boys are going to come into this a little bit satisfied with their performance. And I think that it's difficult to get up for the Jackets in back-to-back nights, especially a team that you've had a lot of dominance over. That doesn't mean we're running out and playing the Columbus Blue Jackets, but I'm just trying to get behind the psychology of where Tampa Bay might be headed into this game. So let's take a look at tonight's official selection. And this is where I'm at on this. I mean, we know the Lightning are the better of the two teams. I'm banking on a tightening of the reins by John Cooper. I think the top guys will see a few less minutes, knowing that the postseason's in the horizon, especially if they get out to a lead in this game where they can kind of sit on it. I think we'll see much more of a struggle against the Jackets, who have more than enough firepower to stay with Tampa Bay. Also, let's not forget that Elvis Merzlikins has been terrific in his last 6 starts, has a 2.15 goals against. So kind of throw out what we saw the other night. This team is more than capable of staying with a Tampa Bay team that might be a little bit unmotivated getting into this one. And when Brian Elliott is in net for Tampa, we definitely see a different Lightning team. If you look at his saves that he's had to make and the amount of shots that they give up when Elliott's in goal, they protect him a little bit. There's definitely a little bit more attention to defensive detail when he's in net. And in his recent starts, he's given up 4 goals to Montreal. He's given up 4 goals to Winnipeg. If we get even close to that, we're going to cash this ticket. Official pick tonight, we're getting a nice number on this. Columbus plus 1.5, minus $1.05 in a revenge spot, as much as revenge you can have when the Jackets are playing one of the top teams in the league. But more than happy to take that 1.5. Okay.